it's Amanda Rodriguez from AJS Insurance. She's a broker. She just finished 31 miles, and I have all of the medals for you. First off, 31 miles. It's your 31st birthday, Amanda. That's incredible. So what made you decide to take on that kind of a challenge, and what did it represent for you personally today?
Well, I ran 31 miles back in January, so I knew that I could do it physically. This time around...
Was it your first time?
No.
Holy cow.
So this time around, though, it was because for my birthday, it just felt more personal.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me 3 years ago when I first started running that I would have finished a full marathon and a 50K, I would have probably laughed at you and told you that's insane. So I just really wanted to celebrate it and remind myself that I can do hard things.
Which is amazing. So not only are you a health insurance broker, but you're also someone that lives a healthy lifestyle, which I think is absolutely amazing. So how does your wellness journey impact what you say and how you serve your clients at AJS Insurance?
Well, health, I know how important it is to just take care of your health and how much effort goes into taking care of your health. So as a whole, I just like to remind myself of that and just remind people that there's so much more to it than just getting health insurance and saying you're healthy. It's to make sure you're taking preventative cares and taking advantage of everything that your plan offers.
Yeah, because a lot of people think health insurance is just something you need when things go wrong. But how do you educate people on the value of being proactive, like staying active, eating well, and getting ahead of your health? Because obviously you're running all the time. You're taking care of your health. You're watching what you eat, and you sell insurance. So ultimately it's like, hey, I could make people unhealthy and sell more insurance, but that's not the goal that you have. So, how do you honestly keep people, their mindset straight when it comes to this stuff?
Yeah. So for me, it's more of let's, first of all, use the benefits that your plan offers you, right? You pay money for this thing. You might as well use it. And so they have a lot of benefits that people don't often know about, that you can go get your preventative checkup. You can get a lot of labs done. You can get all sorts of things taken care of. A lot of plans even have like what they call wellness plans, where if you check in with things, they give you like free points and gift cards and all sorts of things that people don't really know about. So I make sure to tell people this because while having good coverage is really important when things don't go according to plan, it's obviously might as well use it. Use the things that they offer you.
Hey, everybody. I wanted to talk to you about A+ Mortgage Solutions. They're one of our sponsors, Jeremy and Angie McMichael, not a couple, but they're phenomenal. They are great lenders. They have worked with hundreds of buyers on my team over the last couple of years. If you need help with a mortgage, whether it's a HELOC, a mortgage, anything, any questions you have, refinancing, check the link below. Their information is there. Now back to the episode. Real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Deer Valley Land Transfer. When buying your home in the state of Pennsylvania or anywhere in the country, it's important to have title insurance to make sure there are no liens against the property or anything that may not be known, whether it's about the deed, size of the property, anything that you can find out that could be negative or harmful for you in the future. They protect you. This is an insurance that is mandated if you're getting a mortgage, and if you're paying cash, you should still do it anyway. Deer Valley Land Transfer. Actually, yesterday we were at a meeting together, and you mentioned a big mistake people are making right now when they're buying insurance, and it had to do with deductibles. Can you just share a little bit about that and what's going wrong with people right now and how you're fixing it? Because you had a really busy month last month because people were actually buying the wrong insurance.
Yeah, I like to call it fake insurance or backwards insurance. That's how I explain it to people, because typically with health insurance, you have your deductible and you meet that, you have copays, you go to the doctor and you pay a $20 copay, right? That's how typical insurance works. And then the insurance company picks up the rest. The backwards insurance, these unfortunately not very ethical insurance agents are selling these policies and making them sound really good. But then when they get the plan, they realize that, oh, this is backwards. I go to the doctor and this insurance company is going to pay $25, but I have to pay the rest.
So you're seeing people, they're coming back from the doctor's office with bills for hundreds and hundreds of dollars when they think they're going in and they only need $25. Then you have to go in and clean up this mess. But that's awesome that you're there for them, because that's really, really important. So you may not believe this, but you become an influence for local women, especially when it comes to running and taking ownership of your health. How did that role evolve for you, and why is it so important for you today, especially being an insurance broker?
Yeah, it honestly started really naturally, and it started mostly because I needed an outlet to share all of the things about running. I felt like I was boring my friends and family because every time I learned something new or every time I talked about it, I was like, oh my gosh, I am making them so annoyed right now, even though they never actually meant that, but that's just me. So I was like, I need something to share this. And so I started sharing it on social media, and all of a sudden people started messaging me saying that I was motivating them to get healthy, to start running, to get back to running, whatever it may be. And I just realized that like visibility is so important, and just reminding people that you don't need to be perfect to start. You don't need to look a certain way to start. You can just start.
And you don't even need shoes. Just kidding. You need good shoes. I know you're on the, what kind of the one you're looking at now? Saucony? How do you say the brand?
Saucony, yeah.
Saucony, yeah. I saw some posts she does. So like what you're doing, people are watching. Yeah. And I think that's really important. So do you see a connection between, you know, the discipline it takes to run and the discipline it takes to take care of your own personal health?
Absolutely. I mean, when you run, especially long distances, you're learning patience, you're learning consistency. These things don't happen overnight. I didn't start running and all of a sudden go to 31 miles. It takes years of consistency to get to where you are. And just like health, you're not going to start eating healthy today and feel healthier tomorrow. It takes time and consistency.
It does. That's why we're just a short run, because that's all I can do. So for someone watching this video that feels overwhelmed by both their health and their insurance options, what is your best piece of advice to take the first step in the right direction?
Just start, and start slow. I always say you don't need to go out, and a lot of times actually what people will tell me is, I tried to run and I hated it. I was so out of breath. And I'm like, well, yeah, you can't just get off the couch and go run 3 miles. It's not going to happen that way. You have to start slow, taking walks, taking walking breaks, doing whatever you need to do to just start, but to do it in a smart way. So also that way you don't get injured. But yeah, just start.
Yeah. Great advice. So thank you so much for coming today, especially after a long run. I can't believe how much energy you still have after running 31 miles. I would be laying right there, actually probably about 30 miles back. But anyway, thank you so much for coming out. It was really awesome to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Amanda's energy is contagious, and so is her message. Health insurance is important, but staying healthy, staying consistent, and taking ownership of your well-being is the real win. Whether it's running the extra mile or helping with clients one-on-one, she's doing both with purpose. And a big thanks to Amanda for sharing her story, and happy 31st.
Thank you so much.